Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of Introduction to Special Education. In this week's introductory video, there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. One is I was so thrilled to read your assignments this week and to be able to give you comments on them. A couple things that I would encourage you to be on the lookout for is for future assignments, and I just have a few notes here, I want to make sure I cover everything, is be sure to review the rubric for an assignment before you complete the assignment. It will really help you understand how you can get the most amount of points and the most credit for your responses. With regard to discussions, it's really important that you use references, and whenever you use a reference, and this goes for both discussions and for any of your written assignments, make sure if you have a reference that you also have an accompanying in-text citation. So we know where in the body of your document or the body of your post the ideas from that particular reference or resource came from. That's what the purpose of in-text citations are. So you should be using research to support your thinking and then letting us know which of your thinking is supported by the resources. And you should be using both references and in-text citations in APA format. So with regard to our assignments from this week, one of the things that I did notice was there is a general feeling that 504 plans are offered as sort of a, and I know I commented back to a few of you on this, as, consolation plans when a child or a student no longer qualifies for an IEP, that they should have a 504, really sort of as a safety net. Remember that neither special education nor Section 504 are supposed to be, they're not safety nets, they're not just in cases, that there are specific criteria. So for a 504 plan, you need to have a disabling condition that impacts a major life function and requires accommodations or modifications. And for an individualized education program, you need to have fall under one of the federal categories of disability, and then you need to require specialized instruction. So, and I know that there's a lot of nuances to that, but those are sort of the big ideas there. And if you have any questions, feel free to be in touch and I'd be happy to discuss. I know that the assignment was challenging because you had limited information about all three of the students that you were providing your opinions on. And you'll note that grading, it wasn't sort of, you had the right answer, you had the wrong answer. It was more about your reasoning. And everybody did very well on the assignment. So thank you very much for your thoughtful responses. This week, we're going to talk about parents and families. We're going to talk about ADHD, speech and language, learning disabilities. And I think you're really going to enjoy the assignment this week when you look at the Misunderstood Minds activity. It really is an eye-opener. So this week, I look forward to our ongoing discussion. And so far, this class has just done a great job with your discussions. When we have a small class, and I know that there are quite a few of you I've had in other classes, I always say that when we have a small class, every individual's participation is hugely important, because we can't really have rich, deep conversations without everybody putting in a good amount of effort. So I appreciate that. Again, if anybody has any questions about any comments I've made or any of the content, feel free to be in touch via email. Call me during office hours. If those hours don't work for you, send me an email. We'll find a time that does work. And I'm really looking forward to our learning together again in week 2. Have a great week. Bye-bye.